What's up, guys? Here today I want to talk to you guys about the Culling 2. So a few days ago, I want to say July 10th, the Culling came out, and I was going to make a video showing you guys the trailer, talking about it, hyping you guys up to go and get this game with me. But I kind of stepped back and I kind of thought about the first Culling. Now, don't get me wrong, I was a fan of the idea of the first Culling. I really did like it. And that's kind of what I'm going to talk about, why I think the Culling 2 failed and what they should have done with it. Right now, they took it off the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, and gave everyone refunds. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the game probably could have made it, right? It wasn't the right time, in my opinion, it wasn't the right time for them to release the Culling 2. The game looked too much like PUBG, And if you guys go back to the Culling on the Xbox One, we're not gonna talk about the PC, because I didn't play it on the PC. I don't know how often they updated on there, but in my opinion, I felt like they released the Xbox One version, got the servers to work, and did not support it after that. I honestly feel like the Xbox One, I could be completely wrong about this, but it felt like the Culling only had one or two updates on it at all. They didn't add anything cool for the holidays, or they didn't add a new map, they didn't add a new mode, any of that, right? They just released on the Xbox One, gave it for early access, and said fuck it. You know, I didn't talk about it, so even if they did actually update the game or added more stuff to it, it wasn't big enough, and they didn't talk about it enough to get us back into the game. They just didn't give a fuck. So I don't understand why they decided to make a Culling 2 when a lot of these people who bought the first Culling probably felt like they just released the game, didn't give it no updates, didn't give it no DLC that it deserved, and you know, just update the game to make it more fun. And they just said fuck it, let's make a Culling 2. It felt like a cash grab, you know. And the thing is, like, I think the game was 20 bucks. I think the Culling 2 was 20 bucks, and I think the first Culling, if I'm correct, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, but wasn't the first Culling 30 bucks when it hit the Xbox store? It was about 30 to 50 bucks. It had to be one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and say 30, but a little piece of me is thinking the 50 bucks. I'm gonna tell you guys why I think the Culling 2 failed right now. I feel like the Culling 2 failed, honestly, because it looked like PUBG. It had guns in it. What I think the Culling should have been is a melee battle royale, like strictly melee battle royale. They can add goofy weapons. They can add, you know, they can add as many melee weapons as they can possible. I'm talking goofy melee weapons. Anything you think of that's melee, that's what they should have did with this game. And just made the game feel like a game show. You know, before, if I'm correct on this too, it was 16 players. It should have been more than 16 players. It should have been at least 50. Make the map, you know, big enough for, not too big, but just big enough for like 50 players, and go ahead and just have a game show. You know, even if you did want to do 15 groups of 2, it would have been fucking amazing. Like, make sure people see each other, make sure people have funny ass moments, and that's it. Like, goofy ass, like, even if they would have added grenades and something like that, I can understand that, but take away the guns. Like, take away the guns and go strictly to melee. Now, I don't know if this is in the Culling 2. It doesn't seem like it from the gameplay I really looked at. In the Culling 1, you was able to craft your weapons, right? So if you wanted to make a shank, you can make a shank with the rocks and stuff on the ground. If you want to make a spear, you know, you had to use a certain recipe to make that spear. No, you know, it had that survival crafting mode to it. It wasn't just jump down the parachute, find gun in the world, go shoot. That is Fortnite and PUBG job. Let them have that. Make it different. Like, they could have easily had melee. I'm telling you, a melee only battle royale will blow the fuck up. You know, there's no need for guns to be in the Culling 2. No need. Right now, I'm hearing right now that the first Culling will be free to play. If they make it free to play, I'm telling you exactly what they need to do. And I don't think a lot of people, if they like the Culling, they're gonna play it. If you want to try the Culling, they're gonna play it. But it's gonna take a lot for them to gain the respect of their fan base that was once there. The game needs to be free to play, because no one will buy a Culling game anytime soon. They can add microtransactions, but it has to be at a reasonable price. make it. I know they can probably make a lot of money off of it, but they need to make it where they're not looking greedy at the same time. And I'm just gonna go and say this: if they release the Culling 2, it need to be free to play, and they need to start rewarding people who play their game. Now, when I say support, I mean people who actually play the game on a daily basis. Like, have something like a login thing where you get rewarded for logging in every day. You know, just little stuff like that to support the people who actually play your game. And I think the Culling 2 could come back. They need to strap the guns, get rid of the fucking guns, just to have strictly melee, make a map that actually fits to the whole melee thing, and make it to a game show, and it will be perfect. You know, just come like Fortnite, for instance. You know, they just sell skins. Just sell skins. Like, just sell skins for the weapons, the clothes. People will eat that shit up. But that's pretty much it. I want to make the video real quick talking about it, because the last few days I really wanted to talk about it. I just didn't have enough time to actually make the video. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think about this. Thinking about buying the Culling. I think it's $5.99 right now, but I say wait. They might make it free to play, but then again, it being $5.99, I don't know. So if anything, they need to make the people who bought the Culling 2 get the Culling for free. That's the least you can do. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.